Hello, everyone. We are so excited to be here with you today. We are going to be talking about a crystal that has been used for thousands of years, for centuries, in the art of love, discovering love, flowing with love, all forms of love. So Cynthia, what is this crystal?
It is the crystal of unconditional love, of universal love, rose quartz.
Such an amazing, amazing crystal. Definitely one for your toolbox. Cynthia, can you tell us all the benefits that rose quartz has?
Oh, rose quartz is just so powerful. That's why it's part of the list of master crystals that we're going through right now. It's as I said, the crystal of unconditional love. It promotes all kinds of love, not just romantic love, but friendship and the all-important self-love. So it's a very, very, very good crystal to have around, and it's also very comforting in times of grief. So keep it handy if you've lost someone or something that was very dear to you. Keep that in mind, or to give it to someone that has recently gone through a loss like that. It's also believed to have anti-aging properties. So one of the great things that it's good for to use is those facial rollers. Get yourself a rose quartz facial roller, and the reason it works is that the rose quartz improves the circulation. So of course that makes your skin glow. We all know how circulation is related to the condition of our skin, and in tune with that is the rose quartz helps strengthen and balance the physical heart and the circulatory system, which I was just talking to, and it helps release impurities from the body fluids. So Katie, did you want to draw a card today, or is that something that?
Oh, sure. I completely forgot about that today. Yes, let's draw a card. And while I'm shuffling, you talked about how rose quartz can be good for anti-aging. Throughout history, the Egyptians and the Romans used rose quartz for just that, for anti-aging purposes. And they actually have found, like when they were discovering ancient Egyptian tombs, they found rose quartz masks that they wore to help with the aging process, which is kind of cool. Could you imagine a whole mask that goes over your face with just rose quartz? Might be kind of heavy, but it'd be pretty cool. At least I think so. It's also been honored by Tibetan and Oriental cultures for centuries. And it was found in Mesopotamia, which is today is called Iraq, dating back to 7,000 BC. So it's been around for so long, as many of the crystals we've been talking about. It's used in healing potions in the Middle Ages. It's also known, or it was known, to heal poison, to heal someone who had been poisoned, which is really interesting.
That's going back to drawing out those impurities.
Yes, absolutely. And in early cultures of the Americas, it was used as an amulet to balance emotions and to heal anger and disappointment, which is really cool, because I feel like you don't hear about crystals being used as much in like early American culture, but they were used. We just don't talk about it as often. So our card today is, I give myself permission to be grounded in the moment, present, and feeling whatever comes up. I know I am whole and I trust in this journey. And this is such a great card. Oh, I'm in this blur spot. This is such a great card because rose quartz is also about harmony. We talk about love with rose quartz all the time, and it is a crystal of divine loving energy. It's also about harmony. It pulls that yin and yang energy together. It pulls the light and shadow together and really brings you into harmony. And so this card is telling you to give yourself permission to feel all that's coming up for you. If you've labeled it as positive or negative, to feel it all, because you are whole and you are on a journey. And when you allow yourself to feel and you step into that unconditional acceptance, you step into harmony. And rose quartz is really all about that acceptance, love, and harmony. Super, super powerful. Cynthia, can you tell us what essential oils work with this?
Oh, yes. And there's many, many ones, essential oils that work with it. The oil of unconditional love, the top of the list, is rose. It's a perfect partner if that's what you're trying to bring in your life for sexual purity and sexual balance. Jasmine is a great combination. If you're looking for that peace and calm and communication that rose quartz can give, then pair it with lavender. That's it's a perfect oil to use. Self-acceptance, bergamot. I love bergamot for self-acceptance, self-confidence. It's an amazing. And if you're looking for that physical, if you're trying to get support for your circulatory system, Ylang Ylang is amazing to help with blood pressure, to keep it stabilized. So do we want to go into the goddesses, Katie, or you want to go into some of the yoga next?
We'll go into goddesses, and the Ylang Ylang is also really good for your heart chakra and bringing out your inner like playfulness and joy and inner child. So the goddesses, there are 3 goddesses that align with rose quartz. It's Aphrodite. Of course, we knew that, the Greek goddess of love and beauty, right? Then it's Venus, which is the Roman goddess of love. Astarte, which is the Phoenician goddess of fertility, love, and war, and said to be the queen of the stars. That's kind of cool. And of course, there's no doubt that rose quartz aligns with the heart chakra. It's also about harmony. So it can support your other chakras as well in bringing those dueling, that light and shadow side together that sits within each chakra center. And what's really cool is rose quartz aligns with 2 elements, and opposing elements, if you will, water and fire. And it really goes to that whole thing of harmony. You know, there's so much power behind rose quartz, which is that element of fire, that power, and the element of flowing and water, and just being in that state of harmony where you're in your power, but also flowing and not in this controlling, up like I'm better, I'm putting yourself on a pedestal, but in this space of I have this power and I'm also flowing and I'm in this harmonious oneness of love, because love is the most powerful of all energy. And so, rose quartz is super, super powerful. Can you tell us how to use rose quartz?
Oh, there's so many ways. We've already talked about the roller, and we talked about the mask. And certainly you can wear it as jewelry or put it in a pocket. I would recommend, if you're doing that you wear it close to the heart chakra, because that increases the power. I love placing it around my home, in different places that I'm, or office where I'm working, to promote that positive energy. Certainly you can hold it during meditation for the peace. Another way that I find is very great to use it is putting it under your pillow. It will help you get more peaceful sleep and peaceful dreams, restful sleep. And then, of course, as we've talked about, put it in your roller bottles and use it with the oils. How about you, Katie? You have any other ways that you like to use it?
Absolutely. You mentioned meditating with rose quartz, and I really like to use rose quartz to meditate about that harmony element, rediscovering the harmony and bringing those sides of you together, but also holding rose quartz at the heart center and meditating on that divine loving energy and really just pulling it into your body, but also sending it out into the world too. Sending that love to yourself and to others is such a powerful thing, because it keeps you in that space of harmony, of that give and receive, which is so, so key to that harmonious and flow of life. And I really like to use it in yoga for poses like dancer, low lunge, bridge pose, thread the needle, melting heart, all poses that really work on that heart chakra space and opening the front and back side of the heart, which is so, so cool. What's really interesting about rose quartz, and I don't know if you know this, Cynthia, but rose quartz is a seeker transformer. And seekers contain crystal energy and structure that aligns with the natural energy of the crystal and the natural powers of the human mind to find a way to bring new horizons and new capabilities. So in essence, it's a pointer, a transformer. It's pulling the energy to bring that pointed energy to you, to transform those spaces within your human existence, within the world, which is really, really cool. And anything else you want to share about rose quartz?
Another way I remembered that I use it sometimes is they make these beautiful rose quartz tea light holders. And that is absolutely magnificent to have a candle glowing in a rose quartz holder. And then one little tidbit that I just wanted to pass along is, of course, we all know the rose quartz is the pink. It can come in a variety of different shades of pink, all the way into lavender, but it can go the other end of the spectrum too. There can actually be a clear rose quartz. So if you see some clear mixed in with rose quartz, don't let that throw you. That in all probability still is genuine rose quartz. It's an amazing crystal. I hope you bring it into your life. Anything else, Katie, before you get back to little bear who seems to need some mama time today?
I know we're having a rough morning this morning, but rose quartz, just like any other quartz stone, citrine, amethyst, all of those, if you put it out in the sun, it will actually fade in color. So when we talk about the different shades that it can be in, you can actually have your crystal in the shade of, you know, a beautiful pink. And if it's left out in the sun, it will fade into that clear. And that goes for any quartz crystal that has like a deep color. So something to remember, they are not stones that you want to charge in the sunlight for sure. But that's all I got for rose quartz today. We're super excited about this. If you want to get the PDF with all the information we talked about today, plus a little bit more, just let us know, drop a comment below PDF, and we will get that right to you. So lots of love, and we'll see you next week.